Hey, YouTube, this is on Prepper One. I got some boots on the ground. Really, there's so much news out there, but I'm not going to talk about news. I'm going to talk about actual reports from individuals, from viewers that has sent me emails. Let's get right into it. I work at a manufacturer in Western North Carolina that employs about 200 people, and we were told the week before last that we'll be shutting down for the week of Memorial Day. The reason we were given was because the shipments to one of our larger customers goes through the Straits of Hormuz, so we cannot ship anything to them. Another person talked about the wildfires that are burning in Minnesota. Said that someone fired upon one of the planes that was scooping water for the lakes out of the lake to fight the fire. This person was arrested. This person said, I drove around Western Virginia today and there was about 15 or 20 cornfields that have not yet been planted or plowed. These fields were full of corn last year. They're saying, is it a lack of fertilizer? Question mark. Is it the price of diesel? Question mark. Locally around here, I saw someone bale some hay. We're in a drought. And I could tell after they cut it, that field was really a really good field. But I could physically see that they did not get the amount of grass cut that they usually do. But they went ahead and cut it anyways. Also, another farmer locally said he got his corn in, but he has not planted his soybeans. This was like 2 weeks ago. He says he can't plant it until he gets some more rain. It's just too dry. It won't be profitable for him. And we haven't got the rain, so he probably has not even planted his soybeans yet. This comes from an individual that's from Manila, the Philippines, that started rolling blackouts to conserve power. They also said, we haven't experienced this since the Asian financial crisis before 2004. School is currently out of session, and there was an announcement that classes will be shifting back to online learning just to save on fuel. Also said rice has jumped up in price. Also said imported European milk and other Euro goods are becoming harder to find. I think it's mainly due to the peso hitting new record lows against the US dollar. Even the dollar itself is losing purchasing power. I personally know people are really struggling and don't have enough food, but it doesn't seem super widespread yet. There are shortages, and this is still Philippines. There's still shortages of some oil-based products like paint. A brand of snacks have switched to black and white packaging because of the lack of colored pigment from the petrochemical industry. My usual gray epoxy primer for work is no longer available, only black. Electric rates continue to climb. My home solar system broke a couple months ago and I desperately need to repair it. This month, electric bill is already higher than the cost of the repair parts. I previously had issue finding qualified metal fabrication guys. He owns a small business. However, many steel places have closed recently, both structural and other fabrication. I was able to hire several good workers and prune the dead wood from my staff. This comes from someone in Washington State. Hamburger meat, $8.99 a pound for the 80-20 hamburger meat. Another place was $7.69, and that was Walmart. This comes from Nevada, the town of Primm, P-R-I-M-M. It's about 40 miles outside of Las Vegas on the California state line. It's about to become a ghost town. California tribal gaming has taken away many of the Prime's regular customers, leading to the closure of Whiskey Pete's and Buffalo Bill's casino resorts. On May 5th, the property owners of Prime Valley Casino Resort Corporation announced that on July 4th, remaining business in Prime will permanently close. These are the Prime Valley Resort Casino, the Central Shopping Mall, the Flying J truck stops, and a few other places. Just not enough people to keep things running. This comes from someone up north. We have noticed people are really struggling. For the first time in 26 years as landlords, we've seen a 20% jump in the number of tenants requesting to add someone else to the lease because the other person can't afford the rent in the area, or they have parents or family members going through a foreclosure on their house and need a place to live. We've never seen anything like this. In the past 25 years, we only had one tenant request to have additional persons added to the original lease. In the past 4 weeks, 20% of our tenants, and they're in different towns, I guess they own multiple properties, are asking permission to add people to the lease. So there's definitely financial problems there. I could go on about that. One person, the same lady, said that a lady had to give up her 3 children to her ex-husband because she couldn't afford to keep them. So lots and lots of things. I've gotten a lot of people sending me pictures of prices at the grocery store of items. It's astonishing how much things are going up. I had a few people say that they're now they were struggling before the fuel went up, and now it's like they're desperate. They're not having enough money to either, they literally pick food, they pick gas, they pick other necessities. They actually have to decide what to buy because the month comes and there's no more money left in the checking account. So it's just going to get worse. I hope you're preparing. I hope you're saving money. I hope you're being conservative. Just learn how to cook on the cheap. Tuna fish, pasta. Thanks for watching.